Hi, I'm Sarah. We have already set our intentions and our prayers for this session, so enjoy and learn.
I recently read that guides work through gifted people to provide information for the new world or new information for the old world. Is that what happened with Tesla, Einstein, Niels Bohr, and von Braun? If so, did that information come from your realm or another entity in an extraterrestrial world? It's a variation on other previously asked questions.
But what is your specific question?
Where does this information come from?
Sometimes it is from other entities, corporeal, non-corporeal, that are able to mesh energies, give them ideas. Is that a cat?
Yes, I am trying to get him to jump up there by showing him the picture of him jumping up there
Oh, I see what you're doing.
in his mind.
Where was I?
You don't have to answer the question. It's a variation on a previous question.
Yes, and there are different answers for different individuals, and
Yeah.
some individuals you're not even aware of right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm aware
it's a
of all
little
that.
more complex than simple. Oh, I'm going to give this guy an invention that'll make him all
Yeah.
kinds of money. No. However, if their minds are open enough, and in the case of Tesla, definitely. Einstein, not quite as much, but there were others, ancient teachers even,
Yes.
who were already just, without thinking of it as spirituality per se, but they were just so fascinated with life, with Earth, with what the potential of what might be out there. They were like sponges, or picture the top of their head off and their brain just going, just taking it all in. And then using their natural intellect to determine what to do with it, if anything. You're silent.
Yes, because I'm thinking of many different things, as you can probably figure out. Because I'm sure my thoughts do get transmitted to you. Kind of like an ether out there.
In a way.
Go on, Aisha. You can get up there.
However, I can't actually give you an answer when there's such a multitude of thoughts in your head.
That was a smile on my face at that boop. If you ask him to come up, he might come up.
Is he on this side?
Yes.
Good, because I'd rather he not
Yeah.
be here. Want to come up? Come on, baby. Come on, kitty.
Yeah, it's not Sarah, it's the team.
You can come up.
Would you like me to assist you, Aisha?
If he wants to come up, he will.
Is Putin under the control of low energy beings, causing all the war, death, and destruction in Europe?
I wouldn't say under the control, but this harkens back to a prior question and answer. He was already of low frequency, which attracted other low frequency beings. And he was so power hungry, which the flip side of that coin is exploitation of human beings. That those who wanted to encourage that in him, just were cheering him on. Yeah, giving him ideas. And so the simple answer is yes, but not control per se, just encouragement.
Furthermore, are the leaders of warring countries influenced by low energy beings? Same
Pretty
answer,
much.
huh?
Yep. Even those who respond, if they're being exploited and war comes to them, some kind of force, physical force, and they respond with return. Even the Ukraine president, I had to think of what his title was, they succumbed to that. And that lowers their energies, their frequencies.
Yeah.
And then they're encouraged, possibly by the same exploitative individuals, ETs, lower energy, non-corporeal people, beings. But they're encouraging both sides because war has that effect on the whole planet. And that's what they want. The effect I'm referring to is the lowering of energies.
To keep us away from being enlightened species.
Right.
I recently read that spirit guides have the ability to work through multiple dimensions at the same time and are very effective. However, it is not a very wide range of dimensions that they can do at one time, because it is around, the dimensions have to be around what their energy levels, frequency levels are. Is this my correct understanding?
That sounds
your
about
world?
right. Technically, once you're in the spirit realm, you can go to any dimensions, anytime, which doesn't exist, all the time. There's no limit when you're in the spirit realm, let's put it that way.
Okay.
But let me say that guides, quote unquote, volunteer to limit themselves to as few planes of existence, a few other beings, a few whatever, so as to be able to focus more on their job, which is to assist the beings that they are guiding.
I see future questions coming out of that answer.
Yes.
As we increase our journey in enlightenment, will our guides also change? Will we get new guides, or are the guides we have for the duration of our enlightenment journey?
That kind of goes with my answer the last time. They're focusing on, well, in this case, yours are focusing on you. There might be a few other beings they're focusing on. But they won't change. They are your guides. Hers are her guides. They volunteer to guide individuals on their journeys. If they're fortunate, which they always are, the people that they are the guides of, and I don't care if I'm saying that grammatically correctly or not, now I lost what I was going to say.
Talk about guides not changing.
Yeah, but they don't need to change, and they want to ride out the whole journey with those particular individuals that they are guiding.
So are the guides just guiding us in this human form, or guiding the true us, our spirit beings?
A little of both. Because if they guide your physical presence, that is affecting your spiritual self, your true self. So they're more in tune with your true self and trying to help guide you into finding out who and what your true self is.
Okay. Last question. On previous sessions, we talked about portals. Going through portals, observing portals, and all the other questions about portals. So let me summarize it all and before I ask my question. Let's say there are two people standing there looking at a portal and they sense it, they know it's there. They see the same thing in the portal. However, when one enters a portal, it takes that person someplace different than if the second person would enter the portal. Because you told me it depends on their intention and energy levels and a bunch of other stuff. What if the two enter the portal at the same time? Where does it go? Does it still take them two different places? It just splits their energy, so to speak, two different places, or do they travel there together?
Perhaps this will help you to understand. They may see the same view. So whether they step through one at a time or both at the same time, their mere presence with their personal energies changes the portal.
Yes.
And that's why they go to two different places, even if they step through at the same time.
Okay. That was the answer to the question. Good. And with that, that's all the questions I have researched. I have other questions, but I have not finished researching them.
Save them for another time.
Yep. Total of one.
One
question is, I was just getting too tired earlier today to research it based on past sessions. So, in wrapping up, do you have anything you would like to say?
Just the usual. No, two things. Number one, if you liked this and other videos of sessions, hit the like button and subscribe. Got
Sarah.
that from her. But the important thing is to remember that you are loved, you are precious. We all know this because you wouldn't exist if you weren't loved and precious. So, love yourself, forgive yourself, and think happy thoughts. Okay, that came from her too, but anyway. But we all love you. Go out amongst the peoples of your planet and just smile. Forgive them as well, and think of uplifting yourself and those around you.
I do have one more question. It came up as you were giving your final thing at the end.
Yes.
Will there ever be a time that Sarah will not be part of this conversation?
As far as I know, no.
Okay.
If she ever is completely absent, shall we say, there will be other beings ready.
Oh.
Hello, Heisha.
Okay.
To impart their wisdom.
Okay. That is a good answer.
Well, Heisha, you picked the wrong time.
He does that a lot.
Somehow he senses.
Yep. So, goodbye.
Goodbye.
See you later.